All right, everybody. Sorry for all the wacky, weird noises. We're going to go ahead and start this math video. Sorry again. I broke my little camera stand, so I now have to kind of hold it myself. But today's math lesson involves a cat, some laundry, and another cat. This is what they do all day. All right, let's get started. So we were talking some conversions again. Now, this strategy can be applied to both the length and that liquid, the volume, okay? It's the same kind of setup. You just replace with your base measurements, okay? So again, if I know I'm working with length, I'm going to just go ahead and write my base measurements right at the top. All right, I'm going to think about my yard bug. It's what I do. My yard bug, okay, 1 yard bug, he has 3 feet. And on each foot, he has 12 toes. Okay, so I'll do that separately. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Okay, so that way I kind of have my base measurements there. 3 feet equal to 1 yard. 12 inches equal to 1 foot. All right. Very first thing I do every time I know I'm going to be working with length measurements. Now, of course, if I were working with the liquid, okay, my gallon island. On my gallon island, I have 4 quarts, okay? My queen size beds, okay? Remember, each queen size bed had how many pillows on it? 2. All right? Each pillow had how many candies on it? 2 candies. And then each candy had how many orange stripes? 8 for ounces. Okay, once you know those, you can do the conversions, all right? Because these are the important numbers you need to know for when you're doing those conversions, okay? 3, 12, all right? It's how many of something goes into one of the other. How many of something goes into one of the other? Something into one. Something into one. So let me go ahead and put that 1 quart there and 1 gallon. All right. So let's just say again, I'm going to work with length. All right. Let's just say I need, yard. Oh, you know what else I'm going to write? See, things pop in my head all the time. Okay. And if I'm going from the smaller unit to the larger unit, something happens. And then if I go from larger to smaller, something happens. Okay? So if I go from the smaller to a larger, in other words, if I'm going, say, 8 ounces into a cup, I divide. Okay, large into smaller, multiply. So now I've kind of got everything set up. So even before I do any work, okay, or maybe if I'm taking a test or something, I have my little code sheets, all right? Just like with video games, our little codes, all right? If this, then that. So I'm set up, now I'm ready, okay? Take that extra time to do that, all right? You're not gonna waste time because you're gonna be able to refer back, all right? So let's just say 4 yards, all right? But I need to know. They're like really wacky. They want to know how many. Let's start out. Simple. Let's just say how many feet. All right, we know this, okay? I know if I'm going from a larger unit of yards to a smaller unit of feet, look at that, I'm multiplying, okay? But what am I multiplying by? That's where you go up to your base measurement. You're multiplying by however many equals 1. So it's 3, okay? If there are 3 feet for every 1 yard, you multiply it by 3. All right, which means it should be 12 feet. I better check that because I'm looking at and I'm like, So my second strategy, okay, is going to be my T-chart, all right? So for every 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard, 4 yard, okay? All right. For every 1 yard, I go up here because I have it written down 3 feet, which means if there's 2 yards, 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 times 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we get that pattern going, all right? So I was correct, okay? So we have 2 strategies, the dividing, multiplying. T-chart. The only side with the T-chart is if your yards is like 21, you'll be here all day drawing this T-chart instead of just doing a math problem, okay? Turn it into that math problem, all right? So now we're going to look at how we're going to work this. If it's not feet, perhaps it's inches, okay? So it kind of works the same way. The first thing you're going to do is do the first conversion. It's like a 2-part, okay? Do the conversion from the one measurement to the one directly leading to it, okay? And when I say directly leading to it, I know 3 feet in a yard, okay? Inches to a yard, I don't know off the top of my head. So first I find out how many feet are in a yard. 12 feet. Now I do that second half, okay? Well, now I'm just going inches to feet. I know that there are, where's my little guide, 12 inches in 1 foot, but I've got 12 feet, okay? So again, if I'm going large to small, I multiply. But then there comes that question, what am I multiplying? All right, I know I'm multiplying the 12 for the 12 feet. Okay, how do I know what I'm multiplying? I go back up here. For every 1 foot, 12 inches. That's my multiplication. So for 12 feet, for every foot, 12 inches. 12 feet times 12 inches. Anybody know off the top of their head? Oh, put your hands down. Stop shouting at me. 144. All right. So if there's 144 inches and 12 feet, and 12 feet go into 4 yards, then we know, again, sorry about my camera, my poor thing broke, that there are 144 inches in 4 yards. All right. So when we're going from one measurement and we're kind of skipping and going to another measurement, again, do the first set, convert the first set, then convert the second set, and then you'll be able to see the matchup, okay? Works the same way with liquids, all right? There goes my cat. All righty? All right, I'm gonna give you some practice problems on the Google slide.